Hello, myself Shivangi Lohmi. I'm from Yashwantrao Chavan Law College, Pune, Maharashtra. I'm a legal intern at Lexis and Company. Today, my topic is dacoity, Section 391 of IPC. According to Dictionary of Oxford, dacoity means an act of violent robbery which is committed by an armed gang. There is only one factor which differentiates dacoity from robbery, and that is number of offenders. One person can also commit a robbery, and more than one person can also commit a robbery. But when five or more than five commit a robbery, it is termed as dacoity. Section 391 of IPC defines robbery. It says that when five or more than five conjointly commit or attempt to commit a robbery, or where the whole number of persons conjointly attempting to commit a robbery and persons present and aiding such commission or attempt amount to five or more, every person so committing, attempting, or aiding is said to commit dacoity. Essential ingredients. In order to commit dacoity, there are three essential ingredients. First, there should be at least five or more than five persons. They should conjointly commit or attempt to commit dacoity. They should have dishonest intention. Sentence for dacoity. Punishment for dacoity is defined under Section 395 of IPC 1860. This section says that a person who commits a dacoity shall be punished with imprisonment for life or with rigorous imprisonment for a term which can be extended to 10 years and shall also be liable to pay the fine. This offence is cognizable, non-bailable and non-compoundable in nature. State versus Sadhu Singh and others. In this case, 4 and 1 Kurda Singh was involved in committing a dacoity. They all were armed with deadly weapons such as rifles and pistols. They committed robbery at the house of Gharsi Ram. They injured Gharsi Ram and all. The dacoits in this case tried to take a wristwatch and shawl of one person, but as they were villagers, the dacoits were not able to take anything with them. When dacoits started running from the villagers, they received a hot chase from them, and in return dacoits shot a fire. As a result, Dharma, one of the villagers, died, but the villages captured one of the dacoits. In this case, the dacoits were charged under Section 395 of IPC. Okay. So, the ingredients of Section 396. Aggravated form of dacoity. The offence of dacoity must be committed with the joint act of the accused persons. Murder must be committed in course of the commission of the dacoity. If any one of the five persons who are committing robbery commit murder while committing dacoity, then every one of them will held liable for murder, even if some of them did not participate in committing the murder. If the offenders are running and while chasing them, if one of dacoits kill someone, then the other members of gang cannot held be guilty under Section 396 of IPC. In one of the landmark case, Lalia versus State of Rajasthan, it was observed that whether the murder is a part of dacoity or not, it totally depends on the circumstances of that time. So, offences connected with dacoity. Before committing any offence, intentions plays a very important role in it. Under criminal law, the intention is known as mens rea. Mens rea means guilty of mind. For every criminal offence, there should be mens rea on the part of the offender. If put in other words, it means that there has to be intention to commit a crime. The term intention has not explicitly defined under IPC, but under IPC Section 334 of it deals with the common intention. This section requires a particular criminal intention or knowledge, and the act should be committed by more than one person. Everyone who joins the act with the knowledge of consequences, all of them should be made liable under this section. This video doesn't solicit any types of promotion or advertisements as per the guidelines of Bar Council of India, and the sole purpose of this video is for educational purposes only. Please like, share and comment on my video, and do subscribe this channel. Thank you so much.